Donna Schwartz here from the Everything Saxophone podcast. We're at the NAMM 2024 show, and we're still at the Tijuana booth because Tijuana also has a little section for Forestone Reeds as well. We're going to be speaking with Lars Hueseler in 1 second. I just wanted to say that these podcast episodes are being sponsored by Rovner Products. Rovner Products are celebrating their 50th anniversary. Welcome to the podcast, Lars.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, so I've not interviewed anybody from Forestone Reeds, so this is great for me as well. So can you talk to us a little bit about Forestone Reeds, when they started?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So, my name is Lars Hueseler. I'm the CEO of Forestone, CEO and founder. Forestone started 2007. 15, 16 years ago. No, more, 17, 18. Anyway. And I was one of the founding members in 2007. And then we had like 3 or 4 years of R&D, and then we came out with our first clarinet reed around 2010. And since then we grew into all the different instruments and different models, and at some point we've been I think in the upper ranks of the synthetic reeds. Because it's a quite unique concept.
Let's talk about that unique concept.
Right,
yeah, what
right.
set you apart?
Until we were on the market, all the manufacturers just made reeds with plastic.
Yes.
Or some synthetic fibers. And we were the first one to use natural fibers combined with synthetic materials. Yeah, so from the beginning the concept was to have a reed which sounds like natural cane reeds but has all the benefits of a synthetic reed. And we were the first one to achieve that. And since ever this has been what we're doing.
Okay, so when it comes to that, I think I tried Forestone Reeds many years ago and stuff, but what I remember also, it doesn't feel so much like a synthetic reed either.
Right. So the texture outside is a synthetic material, so all the fibers are sealed inside. However, the vibration of the reed, due to all the natural fibers inside, the reed will somehow behave like a cane reed, so you will feel less like a plastic reed about it. Right, so it does actually help to have the fibers inside, and also the natural sound gives you the feel of a more natural reed.
More like a cane.
Right.
I'm curious, with the natural fibers being in the reed, do you feel that allows the reed to have more vibration?
I wouldn't say it's more vibration.
Okay.
I would rather say it's damping the reed a bit, which cane also does, and with just plastic materials, normally you have too much vibration, which gives you often this kind of plastic sound. Right.
That's interesting. Okay.
So actually, it's a lot of damping, which the fibers does, and which is associated with a natural sound of cane.
Thank you for that clarification. That's important, not only for me to know, but also for everybody else to know as well.
Right.
Talk to me about the characteristics of your reeds. Do you have to treat it like cane in the sense that you have to wet them?
No, not at all.
Okay, so they are fully synthetic.
So you can work on them. So there's no coating on the reed on top, and they cannot split or crack like so many others.
Okay.
So if they soften a bit, you can clip the tip, or if you want to take a bit material off the heart or on the sides, you can do that just like a cane reed.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's like a cane reed, but you don't have to wet them, so you can just play them right away. Right.
Okay.
So that's but they do regenerate, like they recover like a cane reed. So for example, if you use 2 or 3 reeds in rotation, all the reeds will last much longer than playing just one reed.
Oh, got it. Okay, great. That was going to be my next question, actually, because I know for me, I do play synthetic reeds. I do rotate. Rotate between 4 and 6 reeds.
Right.
I know there are people, the great players, who just play one and kill it. But I don't.
Right.
For me personally, I don't do that. I know a lot of the reed manufacturers say don't do that either because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you want to have that even feel. The synthetic reeds do wear out. They do wear down. You don't want things to wear down evenly.
They do. Exactly.
What is the typical, and I know this is a hard question to answer because everybody's different, everybody plays for different periods of time, whatever,
right.
But what's the wear down, how long can a Forestone Reed typically last?
So we say it's like 10 to 20 times of a cane reed.
Okay.
Right, and then considering that from a box of cane reeds you won't use all the 10 reeds, then that's even more boxes of cane reeds. Right, and it depends on, do you use them in rotation, or are you a smooth jazz player who doesn't really, penetrate the reed, or you're like a power player who's really loud and strong, then obviously the reed will wear down quicker.
Right.
So especially for those, we would recommend to use a couple of reeds in rotation. Right, but in general, we would say 10 to 20 times of a cane reed.
That's a great point that you make in terms of your style of playing, because if you're a very percussive player, if you're very percussive with your articulation, you are going to wear down the reed even more. So those people that may play rock, that may play funk, that may play in cover bands where you're playing that style of music, just keep that in mind.
Exactly. And if you're just if by tendency you play a soft reed and you have a very smooth embouchure, most likely even just using just one reed, you can use it almost forever. Yeah, but.
Well, let me ask you something, and I know you're going to have to reach across and get them, but can you talk about the different models of the Forestone Reeds?
Absolutely. Do you want me to pick them up and show them? Or okay, sure.
I'll hold this.
So this is our traditional reed. This is like the first reed we released 13 years ago. And here the material is bamboo fibers with polypropylene, nothing else. And the geometry is kind of based on a classical reed, like a blue box kind of style reed.
Van Doorn, yes.
Yes. But it's an all-rounder reed. So it's not really for classical. So strength-wise, it's below the blue box, just the geometry-wise. It's on the blue box side. So it's like the perfect all-rounder. So if you are insecure with what you should start with Forestone Reeds and you're like intermediate level, then I think this is the perfect reed.
What's the model name again?
Traditional.
Traditional. Okay, so the traditional model.
It's a traditional model, and then the one we developed after that is the black bamboo. Actually, this was the reed which made Forestone really popular.
Yes.
At that time.
I remember that.
So that model has carbon inside, and the carbon gives the reed more resistance. So you get to strength-wise, you get more to like a blue box. So people who need more punch and more power, or just in general more resistant, but still like the characteristics of a blue box reed, they would really like the black one.
And with these, okay, so like this particular one you picked up is a medium strength, right?
Right.
So how would your strengths, like let's say your mediums, your medium hards, how would that equate to like a Van Doorn blue box number?
So I would say the medium hard is probably between 2.5 and 3.
Okay.
Right. So if you play 3 to 3.5, I would go for our hard or extra hard.
Got it. Okay.
I know the strengths are always a bit confusing because we have quarter strength, and we go extra soft, medium hard, extra hard.
Wow.
So
Okay.
there are a lot of strength in between, and often people who want a number 2.5 or 3, they will go for medium. But that's a bit too weak. I mean, in our strength, people who would look at our strength chart, they would know. Yeah. So people who want like a real blue box strength, 2.5 to 3, I would go for medium hard, the upper strength. But it depends a bit on the style you're playing. So if you like this kind of reed, but you're not a classical player, the medium will still feel like a 2.5. So it really depends on the setup with the mouthpiece.
Yes.
So that's always a kind of difficult thing, because also customers come to us and say, I play a 2.5, what should I use? And then it's like, okay, there's so many choices, so many different manufacturers. It depends on like so many factors. Right, but generally I would say a medium is always 2.5 or a bit weaker.
Got it.
And then if you want strength above that, go to medium hard. Around that.
That's a good reference point, because we all ask those questions as well, but the thing is we have to try them out. That's the only problem.
Exactly.
That's the only issue.
Right.
I see you have some others over here.
Yes, I do. So then our third model is the Hinoki. Actually, this one has been most popular in the US. It's a bit like a jumbo Jawa.
Got it. Okay.
Kind of reed. So it's a really great jazz pop reed. A bit bright. A lot of projection. Really easy to play. So this one.
Okay. Hinoki right over here. Whoops, get this right in the camera. Great. Yeah, these feel they feel so smooth.
Exactly.
Nice.
So this one
really
has
good.
a special surface treatment. on the upper side to make to give it a bit more projection and volume. Right. So you can feel that the surface is different from here. Here it's like really how do you say, smooth and shiny, and here it's a bit matte and rough.
Yes.
Right.
But not. It's not that rough. It's in comparison.
Not in a bad
everybody.
meaning, but yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely feel a little bit of a difference here.
Right.
That is really cool.
Right. So because this surface makes it brighter and gives it more projection, somebody who wants a dark sound shouldn't use this one. So the black bamboo is really good for dark sound, same like traditional, and this one is more like a bright, yeah.
That's great to
reed.
know. That's really good to know.
Right. And then we had this on request from US customers. That's the black bamboo with the same surface treatment like the Hinoki.
Okay.
So you have the reed with a lot of resistance, but at the same time it's bright, and you have a lot of volume and projection.
Does that give a little bit more core to the sound, you feel?
I think just more power.
More power.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So this one is a bit more calm, and this one is like
Okay,
it's
so
more like
a little
screaming, like loud, powerful.
Maybe a little bit more the mids, I'm thinking.
Right. So if you play rock,
Okay.
this one might be too smooth.
The
Right.
okay, the Hinoki
The
one.
Hinoki one.
Okay.
And this one might be too dark in sound.
Sure.
And then this is your perfect reed.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So you have a lot of resistance, so you can be loud on stage, and you can fight with electric guitars and drums. But you still have like the brightness and the projection of the Hinoki reed. And the Hinoki reed, I would say, is more like a classic jazz reed. Right.
Okay. I just want to show this up close. Some people have been trying these out, which is really good. And this particular one, this is the black bamboo.
Medium hard, double
medium
blast.
hard, and it's
the double blast means the first surface treatment.
Got it. Cool.
Right. And then we have in our current lineup, the last reed is the white bamboo, and this one is a really bright, easy to play, rather soft reed. Right. So for people but it's probably the one which feels most like cane.
Okay.
Right, because the overall vibration is like very close to a cane reed. So we had the feedback that this one like really feels like cane. Like if you blow it, it's just like a cane reed. But it's very bright, and so this is like a really great reed for pop music, pop fusion, kind of bright, joyful music. Right, the white bamboo.
And that feels different. That definitely feels different than the
Right.
others.
Right.
That's nice.
It's also quite popular. Right. So I know if you want to try Forestone at first, it might be a lot of choices and it's kind of difficult. But so it really depends on what mouthpiece you use and what kind of style you play.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So mouthpiece, style of music that you play, and generally the range of strength reed that you play as well, to give you a kind of an understanding. For these reeds that we have here, some are a little bit closer to the Van Doren Blue Box, which is usually the gauge for most reeds that reed manufacturers go against. But you have a full range. Can you tell us where to find more information on Forestone?
Yeah, on our website, forestone-japan.com.
Forestone-japan.com.
Right. There you can find all the information about the different reeds, and otherwise they are on Woodwind, Brasswind, or Sweetwater, or Amazon, all the big retail stores. Yeah, and if I may, just at least this is our like a new prototype reed. So we've been the past 5 years in development of a new style of reed.
Wow. Okay.
So these are all, even though they base on the blue box, like for the real orchestra players, like the really super picky classical players, they were still not like super happy about it. So we were focusing the past 5 years like on the real classic reed.
Oh, got it. Okay.
With a really clean, beautiful sound and a lot of resistance. So that's this. It doesn't have a name yet.
Okay, it's nameless.
Right. But yeah, the big difference is that this one has long fibers.
You can see that right here.
Right. So all of these, they have short fibers combined with plastic, and this one has has long fibers, and the production process is also very, very different. These are all injection molded.
Okay.
And this one is machined.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right. So it gives us a whole new.
Yeah. This is totally different. This is totally different than all the other Forestone Reeds, for sure. Not just this over here.
Right. It's a new production facility, new material, new everything. So it's really like Forestone 2.0 kind of thing. Yeah.
Awesome. So this is the prototype, right?
This is the prototype. We might release it this year.
Okay.
Right. But we wanted to make sure that the really picky players are really happy about it. Right. So the person who developed this reed with us, she plays the major synthetic reed brand, and she picks 2 out of 100 reeds which she can play.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so she's like really picky. I mean, it makes us crazy. But she's like the perfect monitor for us, and yeah, so that's what we're struggling with right now. And unless she's happy, yeah, we cannot sell this. But once we are there, I'm sure it's like
it's gold.
They're great reed. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, awesome. Well, listen, Lars, it was great getting to know you, and thank you so much for telling us about Forestone Reeds and all the different models and all that kind of thing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Donna.